Claire left corporate years ago to start her own business, and she still hadn't matched her old salary. She was baffled. She knew she should be able to at least make that much money, if not more, with less effort in her own business, but it just wasn't happening. So we went looking, and we found at first a rule that said, I have to work long hours to make money. As we tapped on that one, though, we found underneath it an even older rule. I have to work long hours to be worthy. This is a belief that Claire had absorbed as a kid from watching her dad. In this episode, we tap and we release both of those rules, and then we talk a bit about what it actually takes to get to the root of a block instead of just chasing the surface version of it. Plus, as a little bonus, we could talk a bit about using tapping with affirmations to make them more powerful. I'm Nancy Linruth. This is EFT Breakthroughs. Let's tap. Well, welcome to EFT Breakthroughs, Claire. I'm so glad you can be here. Why don't you introduce yourself so people know a little bit about you and your business?
Yeah, so I'm Claire Harrison, and I live in Verona, Wisconsin, and I am a virtual assistant. My business is Claire's Digital Creative, so I help my clients with email marketing, some social media, websites, funnels, things like that.
Great. All right. So what are we working on today?
So I sent you some information, but what keeps coming up is, so I left corporate America early 2004. And since then, I've kind of been an entrepreneur, but I have not been able to recreate my corporate salary. And what also I noticed when I left corporate America, which I didn't realize was an issue, was my value and how I feel about myself. It's kind of tied to like my title and my salary and how much I make. And I never really realized that, obviously, until like I left corporate. So I think for me, like, that's maybe the bigger issue. Because I feel like if love myself and like myself for who I am, irregardless of what I'm doing for a career, like, then like everything will just flow. Like, I feel like there's some sort of block that is, tying my value to how much I make.
Okay. So I'm torn here because we could go down the self-worth thing, and that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I also have this sneaking suspicion that the if we could just break apart the I'm only worth as much as I'm making, or I can only make that much in corporate America, that would, if we took that one out, then it would be easier for you to just simply say, I'm great just the way I am.
Right.
And I love making a lot of money.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So I have a few here to test, so possible blocks that might be in your subconscious. And we'll just have to see. Okay. So how I rate these, I don't know if you've seen me do this before, but we've never worked together before. But you might have seen. Okay, you might have seen me do this. I sometimes go onto into communities and do a love seat or two. So how it works is I will have you say something out loud, and then I want you to rate it on a scale of 0 to 100% for how powerful it felt to you.
Okay.
Maybe it's a physical reaction you get, maybe it's an emotional reaction you get, or maybe you're like me, you don't get either of those. You just get a number pop into your head and you go, aha, that's 83%. Whichever way you get it is fine by me. Okay?
Sounds good.
So let's try this one. Say out loud, I can't make as much money on my own.
I can't make as much money on my own.
0 to
That
100%.
feels strong. Maybe an 80.
80 is pretty strong. That if that's all we worked on, that'd be worth getting rid of. But let's see if we've got one that's even higher here. Say, I can't make as much money as I made at my job.
I can't make as much money as I made at my job. That doesn't feel true.
Great. So that is total 0.
Yeah.
Marvelous.
Well, close. Yeah.
Less low. Okay.
It's low. It's low.
We will ignore that one then.
Yeah.
Well, how about this one? I don't deserve to make as much money in my business.
I don't deserve to make as much money in my business. And that feels kind of meh, kind of low too.
Okay. Low. All right. How about I don't deserve to make as much as I did when I was whatever your job title was?
I don't deserve to make as much as when I was in corporate. And I would say that feels low too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to work too hard to make more money.
I have to work too hard to make more money. That it feels strong.
Give me a number.
80.
80. Okay. I have to struggle to make more money.
I have to struggle to make more money. That feels like a yes.
Yes, like 100%.
No, maybe like 75 is what's popping in my head.
Okay. I have to suffer to make more money.
I have to suffer to make more money. No.
No. Okay. All right. So the reason I brought those in was not something you just said today, but something that you had sent me in your email about having to work so hard when you were in corporate and just didn't have much time for yourself and all that. So
Yeah, that's true. Like I wondered, yeah, if there's a block of to make a lot of money, it's long hours, it's hard, it's a struggle. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
to make more money, I have to work long hours.
To make more money, I have to work long hours. That's like a strong yes. I would say that's like an 85.
Okay, I got to write that one down. Making money can't be easy.
Money can't be easy. No, that doesn't feel true.
Great. All right. Do you have something you would like me to have you say? It's popping into your mind. It's really blah blah blah.
Mm, no, I don't think nothing popped in that I was like, oh, say it this way. No, yeah, nothing. Good.
Okay, great. Well, we have at least three pretty high up there ones.
Okay.
So I'm going to read them out loud, and I just want you to listen and
Okay.
decide. And one of them will call to you, say, "Ooh, start with me."
Okay.
And maybe that's the only one we'll work on today, but maybe we'll be able to knock all of them down at once. We'll see. We'll see how
Okay.
related they are.
Okay.
Just listen for the one that you want to start with. I can't make as much money on my own. I have to work too hard to make more money. To make more money, I have to work long hours.
I think the long hours and the middle one stood out.
Okay.
I would say long hours might have
Okay.
felt a
Well,
little
long hours it is. Now, tell me again. You've done a little bit of tapping before, not with me, but what's your experience with tapping been?
Yeah, I worked with a business coach at one time, and that's she incorporated that into her coaching. So I'm familiar with it. And then I don't know if she recommended a book or I just ended up getting a book on tapping and I would do a little bit on my own, but yeah, I haven't done it in several years. So
That's many people's experience with the tapping. If it, it would be good for me to do it, and I just don't do it on my own.
yeah, I was doing really good and then I got out of the habit.
Okay. Well, we're going to focus on this thing and we're going to do this tapping my way, which might be a bit different from your business coach.
Okay.
And it's okay. It's, her way or his way is great, I'm sure. My way is just the way I do it for these specific things. So
Okay.
let's see what we can do with to make more money. I have to work long hours. Okay. You've had some water. So
I have.
let's do this. Water's the way to go. Let's tap.
Okay.
All right. Repeat after me. Even though some part of me believes
Even though some part of me believes
to make more money, I have to work long hours.
more money, I have to work long hours.
I know that part of me is just trying to make sense of the world.
No, that part of me is just trying to make sense of the world.
So I deeply and completely accept it.
So I deeply and completely accept it.
So even though part of me says to make more money, I have to work long hours.
Even though part of me says to make more money, I have to work long hours.
I deeply and completely accept that part.
I deeply and completely accept that part
And all the parts of me.
and all the parts of me.
So even though I decided back in corporate
Even though I decided back in corporate,
to make more money, I have to work long hours.
to make more money, I have to work long hours.
I have learned since that it's possible
I have learned since that it's possible
To make a lot more money with less hours.
To make a lot more money with less hours.
And now I'm open to my subconscious learning that too.
And now I am open to my subconscious learning that too.
Okay, just while we're tapping, I mean, you have realized that with your own business, you could grow it so that you're working, I don't know, 5 hours a week at most, and with a team, with the different ways you work, you could be making a whole lot more than you were making in corporate, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not making stuff up here. It's true. It's just it hasn't sunken into your subconscious yet.
That's true.
Because
Yes.
your subconscious is stuck with this belief that you developed in corporate.
Correct. Yes.
Like, okay, for this job, I got to work hard. I have to travel a lot. I have to miss time at home. Like, it's got to be hard, and it's got to be long, long hours. And it was back then,
Was back then. Yes, it was.
but it's not that way anymore.
But it's not that way anymore.
So let's see if we can encourage your subconscious to think differently.
Yes.
Okay. So if you would repeat after me, to make more money, I have to work long hours.
Make more money, I have to work long hours.
But that's not true.
That's not true.
Well, it used to be that to make more money, I had to work long hours.
It used to be to make more money, I had to work long hours.
Yeah, but that's not the way it is now.
That's not the way it is now.
I have a business.
I have a business.
I can make great money
I can make great money
with less hours.
with less hours.
No, I decided it back then, so it has to be true now.
No, I decided it back then, so it must be true now.
To make more money, I have to work long hours.
Money, I have to work long hours.
That's poppycock.
That's a poppycock.
No, I can't let go of that old rule.
No, I can't let go of that old rule.
To make more money, I have to work long hours.
To make more money, I have to work long hours.
No way.
No way.
To make more money, I just need to figure this one out.
To make more money, I just need to figure this one out.
Okay, deep breath in and out. So we were just shaking that up a little bit. Let's see what your subconscious says now. Stay out loud. To make more money, I have to work long hours.
Make more money, I have to work long hours.
0 to 100%. How powerful did that feel?
Oh, I'm wanting it to go lower, right? Because it was at
That would be better, but
Yeah.
I want it to be real. If it went higher, that's good. But then we know we've opened something
It
up.
feels lower. I would say like even 50, 40.
40 or 50, okay. Not low enough yet. Can you check something for me?
Yep.
Say this one. To be worthy, I have to work long hours.
To be worthy, I have to work long hours. That's a yes.
Like 100% yes?
Um, Close 80, 85. It's up. Yeah, it's a high number. Mhm.
So those are that one came to me while we were doing this other one, because that combines the thing you're talking about, well, deserving and worthy,
Right.
with what you brought from corporate was I have to work long hours. It might even go further back. Is this something that you learned growing up? Good people, good girls work really hard or anything like that?
Yeah. And yeah, what my parents instilled in me, right? You work hard.
Yeah.
From the Midwest, like that's
Yeah.
what you do, right?
All right. So those are going to be tied together.
Okay.
So let's switch over to this other one and bring that one down, and that'll make it easier for you to change the first one that we started working on.
Okay. Sounds good.
Is it okay if I swear?
I don't care.
Do you
Go
feel?
right
Is it okay with you if I have you swear?
Sure. What the
Okay.
heck?
I may or may not, but it's just a tool in my tool belt. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Even though some part of me is warning me,
Even though some part of me is warning me,
to be worthy, I have to work long hours.
to be worthy, I have to work long hours.
I know that part of me is trying to do what's right.
I know that part of me is trying to do what's right.
So I deeply and completely accept it.
So I deeply and completely accept it.
Even though I have an old rule here.
Even though I have an old rule here.
To be worthy, I have to work long hours.
Be worthy, I have to work long hours.
I can look at that rule.
I can look at that rule.
If I need it, I'll keep it.
If I need it, I'll keep it.
If I don't, I won't.
If I don't, I won't.
So even though there's this rule rattling around in my subconscious.
Even though there's this rule rattling around in my subconscious,
To be worthy, I have to work long hours.
worthy, I have to work long hours.
I'm okay with that rule.
I'm okay with that rule.
And I will be okay when I've let it go.
And I will be okay. Go.
To be worthy, I have to work long hours.
Worthy, I have to work long hours.
I learned that when,
I learned that when I was little.
yeah, because what I saw when I was little was,
Because what I saw when I was little was my parents working long hours.
yeah. And that's what little kids do. I mean, like, well, if that's what my parents do, that's what I have to do. If this is the way we live, that's the way I need to live, right? So,
Mhm.
so it made sense. You're a little kid. Oh, well, I have to work long hours because that's what mom does. That's what dad does, especially dad, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And so you go out into the work world and you find a good job that makes you work long hours because
Yeah.
that's what you're supposed to do. And then you're like, I don't want this anymore. And you go start your own business because you know you can make more money without having to work such hard hours, long hours.
Yeah.
But then something in your subconscious is like, yeah, but that's not allowed because we have to be like dad. We have to be how we grew up. That's the rule here. And so it makes it so you can't have it be easy. You can't have the clients come to you and be able to get the work done very easy. You just don't do it deliberately. You don't realize you're doing it. It's not a conscious thing, but it just happens that way. So let's change that rule.
Yes.
And then you can allow it to be easy and take the actions that make it be easy. Okay. To be worthy, I have to work long hours.
To be worthy, I have to work long hours.
To be just like dad, I have to work long hours.
Just like dad, I have to work long hours.
And he was always right.
He was always right.
Was he? Really? He never made a mistake?
I'll say that. Well, yes.
Wait, I mean, maybe in his own mind he was always right, but come on. What everything he ever said or did, you agree with now?
No.
Oh, okay. Just check it. And I'm not saying he was a bad person. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I don't know. I haven't even asked you about that. But he could have been the world's best dad and the world's best person, and he still worked way too hard. And that's not right for you.
Gross. Yeah.
Okay. Is your father still alive?
No, he's not.
Okay. Would he, whatever's the true answer is the true answer here. Would he have wanted you to work hard all the time, even when you didn't have to? Right.
No.
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 He was working hard because that was right for him or that's what he had believed. But quite often, parents work really hard because they want their kids to have it better and easier.
Yeah.
And then the kids see, oh, I'm supposed to be working hard. So they work as hard as or harder than mom or dad. And then what they were working for is not what's ever what their kids live. So, what kind of life do you think your father wanted for you?
I think he wanted me to be successful and happy,
Okay. And not work too hard,
not work too hard.
but probably make a contribution, do something useful in the world, but not work really hard like him.
Right. That's
Okay.
true.
So to be a good daughter,
To be a good daughter,
I need to work less
I need to work less
while making more money.
while making more money.
So to be worthy,
To be worthy,
I can make less money I can make more money while working less.
I could make more money while working less.
Dad would have loved that for me.
I would have loved that for me.
And depending on your spiritual beliefs, he does right now want that for you. I don't know, but
Yes, he does.
okay. To be worthy, I have to work long hours?
Be worthy, I have to work long hours.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Dad wants me to
Dad
work fewer hours
work fewer hours
and make more money.
and make more money.
And he knows I'm worthy no matter how hard I work.
And he knows I'm worthy no matter how hard I work.
So I know I'm worthy no matter how many hours I work.
So I know I'm worthy no matter how many hours I work.
Okay, we just shook that up again. Let's see where we are. Say, to be worthy, I have to work long hours.
That actually feels no.
Oh, that's down to 0 now?
Yeah. Or
Great.
pretty close.
Marvelous. Well, that was 80 or 85. Pretty close. I want an actual number.
Oh, an actual number? I don't know. What comes up is like, I don't know, 5 or 10.
5 or 10. Okay. That's marvelous. Let's switch back to the last one.
Okay.
Say out loud, to make more money, I have to work long hours.
To make more money, I have to work long hours. That feels like a no too. Like the number that popped in was 5.
5.
2. Yeah.
2 or 5. Okay.
Like, yeah.
Very low. Okay.
Yeah, very, yeah.
Well, okay. I want to do a little bit more on that last one.
Okay.
And then we will see. But I mean, even at these low numbers, 5 or 10 for the first or the second, however you say this, a 2 or 5, those are so low that you can probably work beyond them. But I don't want to. We've got the time. Let's finish it off. Okay. Even though a little bit of me is holding on to this rule,
Even though a little bit of me is still holding on to this rule,
to be worthy, I have to work long hours.
to be worthy, I have to work long hours.
I can talk to that part.
I can talk to that part.
See what's left.
See what's left.
So even though some part of me still says to be worthy, I have to work long hours.
Even though some part of me says to be worthy, I have to work long hours.
I'm curious what's left there.
I'm curious what's left.
So even though I have this old rule,
Even though I have this old rule,
to be worthy, I have to work long hours.
worthy, I have to work long hours.
I'll keep it if it serves me.
I'll keep it if it serves me.
But if it doesn't, I'll let it go.
But if it doesn't, I'll let it go.
To be worthy, I have to work long hours.
Worthy, I have to work long hours.
Now I need to keep that rule because
I need to keep that rule because I'm afraid of letting it go.
if I let it go, then what?
I let it go, who will I be without that?
Oh, I know I'm a hard worker.
You know, I'm a hard worker.
Who will I be when I no longer have that rule?
Who will I be when I no longer have that rule?
I know that I've been worthy when I've been working hard.
I know that I've been worthy when I've been working hard.
Will I still be worthy when I'm not working as hard?
Will I still be worthy when I'm not working as hard?
Well, what is the answer to that? Do you know? Will you still be worthy when you're not working these long hours?
Yes, I will
Yes.
be.
I mean, I could have said that, but I wanted you to say it because
I
it
will
makes a
be.
difference.
Yeah,
Yes. And
I
I
will.
know that I'll be worthy even when I'm not working long hours because.
I know that I will be worthy even though I'm not working long hours because I'm worthy just as I am.
Yes, exactly. I know that spiritually, emotionally, morally, ethically, I am worthy just as I am.
I know that I am spiritually, ethically, morally worthy just as I am.
I don't need to earn that.
I don't need to earn that.
I don't need to work long hours to make that true
I don't need to work long hours to make that true
because I am worthy.
because I am worthy.
I can work long hours when I need to.
I can work long hours when I need to.
If I want to, I can.
If I want to, I can.
I've certainly proved that.
I've certainly proved that,
But I don't need to do that to be worthy.
but I don't need to do that to be worthy.
I don't need to do that to make more money.
Don't need to do that to make more money.
I am worthy right now.
I'm worthy exactly as I am right now.
And I'm worthy of making more money too,
And I'm worthy of making more money too.
with less hours.
Less hours.
Okay, let's see where we are. Deep breath in and out. Okay. Say out loud, to be worthy, I have to work long hours.
Be worthy, I have to work long hours.
0 to 100%. How powerful was that?
No, I get a no. Like a zero. Like the number that pops up is a 0 this time.
Perfect. All right. Say to make more money, I have to work long hours.
To make more money, I have to work long hours. One.
One. We're not
Huh.
going to worry about that one. And in fact, as you go about your day for the next day or two, that one might just fade away. It might take a little bounce, but there's no way those are going back up to what the to make more money. I have to work long hours. Started out at 85. To be worthy, I have to work long hours. Started at 80. Or well, we don't know where it started, but when we measured it, it was at 80 or 85. It might have been higher
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
So there's no way that those are going all the way back up there. They might take a little bounce, but whatever they bounce up to, you can undoubtedly work through and just do all the other things to whether into law of attraction, manifesting, or just to market with the right energy so that the people find you, so that your current clients re-up or want more. That is going to be there. Just let's check the other two. Okay,
Okay.
there are other two higher ones. Say, I can't make as much money on my own.
I can't make as much money on my own.
0 to 100%. How powerful is that?
5.
Okay, that one was 80.
Yeah.
And we didn't tap on that one, but it
Yeah.
was tied in. I think
Okay.
it was because your brain was making sense of, well, that was in corporate. Of course, I knew I could make that much money there. No, I just don't know. So your brain connected those two, but it's actually came down with the ones we worked on, which is great.
Yeah.
What was the other one? I have to work too hard to make more money.
Or too hard to make more money. No, that feels like a no.
No, excellent. All right, so we knocked them all down.
Awesome.
We focused on one and very quickly moved into the other, which was probably underlying. So
Yeah. It's interesting how they kind of tie together, right? Like you think it's
yep,
this, and then as you peel
yes,
layers back.
exactly. And it's why I love what I'm doing. Is just
Yeah.
like, let's really get at the heart of it. I talk to a lot of people who've learned about tapping these days. It used to be that I was the only one, and I felt kind of strange. But now a lot of people are working on it, especially in the business world and business owners. But they're without going at the heart of what's really underlying it. You're
Mhm.
tapping on the surface, and you can get some results, but often you're left to like have to tap every day.
Right.
Um, and tapping every day can be really useful. Don't get me wrong. Feel free. Go
Yeah.
ahead. I mean, you've got the book and all that, but it won't necessarily get you the kind of results that really uncovering what's underneath it all can.
Yeah. No, I would agree because I would say, yeah, working with you, like you're able to like, yeah, find that what's the bottom, what's the root and work on that. Whereas I'm just flipping through a book like, oh, that sounds good. And then you tap, but it's not quite the same,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
to be able to kind of get deep down and yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Claire, this has been fantastic. Do you have any questions for me before we go?
No, so like my only question, like, so if something would creep back in, and I know you said like law of attraction, thinking like maybe affirmations, things like that, but like what would I or could I tap? Like if something would creep back in, do I just use kind of one of those phrases that you were using and then tap the points or
Frankly, you could tap without using any words at all, as long as it's front of mind. But let's say up comes this. Now that we've cleared away these beliefs, now what comes up is something around the lines of, well, but to be loyal to Dad, I need to keep working hard. I think we probably took care of that, but let's say that comes up. I would go ahead and tap on that if that's the thought that comes to mind. Huh? Isn't that interesting? I'm thinking that to be loyal to Dad, I have to work hard, long hours. But that's weird. I wonder where that comes from. I wonder why I'm believing that. To be loyal to Dad, just you can sort of talk out all the thoughts
like
that are
what's
coming
coming
like that
up? Okay.
while tapping.
Okay.
Okay. On the flip side, if nothing comes out but you still feel a little stuck, do you do affirmations?
I do.
Okay. So then what I would do is do the affirmations while tapping, because the
Oh, okay.
tapping was going to whittle away at the negative message that gets triggered by
That's
a
okay.
positive affirmation. So
Okay,
that's
perfect.
most people drop the affirmations because they start to feel bad because they're actually triggering that negative voice without realizing it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
within a couple of weeks, most people stop doing affirmations. But if you like affirmations and you want to do them by all means. But if you feel like there's something still dragging on your system, tap while doing your affirmations. Then you don't
Okay.
even need to know what it is, what that negative voice is saying. You're
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, that's a good. I
okay.
like that.
Yeah.
That's a great.
Well, Claire, will you let me know in a couple of weeks how it's going? What shifts you notice in the ways that you're thinking or feeling, or maybe the actions you're taking, or especially the reactions of the world?
Yeah, I will for sure.
That'll be great. Thank you very much for being on EFT Breakthroughs.
Thank you, Nancy. This is great.
Yay. Thank you for joining me on another episode of EFT Breakthroughs. If you want to do some tapping on your own for some procrastination, go ahead and get my free procrastination breakthrough kit. In it, it shows you the tapping points. It has one tap along video that you can tap with to lower your stress, because when you're stressed, it can be hard to take action. Also, it has another tap along video that can be specific to whatever action you're avoiding, whatever you're procrastinating doing. And you just tap along with me using the words I've got. Oh, I don't want to do that thing. It's no fun. I don't feel like it, whatever I'm saying. And you can use the words that I'm using, or you can tap along with it and change them to the words specifically. I don't want to write that email. They're not going to like it, whatever's going on with you, okay? This is a way that you can use tapping to lower your resistance to taking specific action that you can use anytime you need it, okay? Go grab it now at unblockresults.com/results. That's my goodies page where the freebies are. Go check it out. And I will see you next week, with another actual tapping session with another amazing woman business owner. Okay? Happy tapping.